in case any of those hobos start yelling.
They will. Okay.
This is such a good
See if
glove.
it shows up
I
for
love how
us.
it's got like this like power.
Yeah.
Power! Turn to the face! GT Racing! GT Racing gives you power. I love how it's got like, this thing's been used so much, man. It's got holes in the fingers.
Definitely holes in the fingers. It's an important aspect.
I love holes in the fingers.
You like fingers in holes?
I'm always into fingery holes.
All the holes.
All the holes.
If your hand's big enough, you could plug the ear holes too. If your hand's wide enough.
See what you did, Dan? I'm getting tagged in people's trilogy builds.
Oh really? Did some people actually tag?
Fucking
PBD
right
and A?
now, dude. Yeah, the first tag, but he got it 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. He didn't get it in before showtime. Does he get something?
It's 6:02 right now, though.
I know, and he did it 4 minutes ago. He did do it.
Let me see.
So who is Zero Psy?
Nice, dude.
I don't know. Okay,
He's getting something.
Nice, dude.
What is going on with this?
Should I check out if we have any other PBDAs?
Definitely. I didn't even think I remember to tag anything with it. This is like...
Oh, dude, I uploaded that video. Remember the video you sent me with the car? So I just uploaded it before I came here.
I know, it showed up for 1 second and then it was gone.
Yeah, so I get this email from Facebook and from Instagram, and it's like, do you have permission to use this song? I'm like, what the fuck? No, of course I don't have permission to use this song. It's like, the song was recorded in 1966. What do you mean do I have permission to record? So I don't know what to do, man. I was like, what do I do now? So here's the thing. I kind of maybe have ripped it off of Views. I kind of torrented it. So do you think I have to buy it off of iTunes to get it tagged as purchased?
You won't have permission regardless. Because
so what? I don't understand.
It's a
So
copyrighted media.
So what if I record it? What if I play it on my computer, record it as a voice memo, then take that voice memo and put that voice memo
If your
over
quality
What
is
if you
shitty
just sing
enough?
it?
What?
What if you just sing it?
Wow.
But I kind of want the quality to be kind of shitty, you know? Because it'd be kind of cool.
So why don't you just sing it?
Yeah. You might be able to look up like a cover that someone will let you use.
No cover. Fuck that bullshit.
And we have our chat window up. Okay, so Benji, do you want to share on that? I'm going to share on this.
On what? What am I sharing on?
You can log in and share there, or you can share it on your phone, whatever you want to do.
Oh, just our stream.
Yeah, just our stream.
Roger that.
And I'm going to set up this
Sorry.
Roger,
window.
Where can I dig around for more goodies? Just a old.
Good question. I don't know, you can walk into the hall. As long as you don't fall over, you might be able to find something. I could grab this suitcase of...
Magazine.
Give
me another old magazine.
that whole box. Just grab the whole box. The oldest ones are on the bottom. So just grab the whole box.
Damn, that patch is massive.
Just take there's actually more patches.
You saying all of this? He just hooked it up or what?
No, I bought those ones. It's like $100 something.
For the patches alone?
And he's like, oh, I just got some other to send you.
I tag him. Well, I didn't know it was him, but I tagged him unintentionally in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Look how fucked these are.
Oh wow.
They're destroyed.
What
They're supposed to be smooth, 800 grit smooth. Look how fucked they are.
What are those?
From the rain, they're gypsum furniture. So what happens is that as the rain was falling, it was just destroying the pieces. Each one of these pieces is like $4,000 a pop.
Connor is getting really upset that no one's answering his chat requests. Connor, if you were here, it would be a lot easier.
Whoa.
That was you remember my jersey last week?
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same company.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Automag, Airgun
Airgun
Design.
Designs. I had the giant lion on it. This is a sick patch. Like,
would you be able to put this on that jacket and make it like Tits McGee?
the jersey's already Tits McGee.
Yeah.
Like, that jersey is probably a $300 jersey.
Really?
It's the only one I've ever seen like it.
It's probably the only one they made, since the person who had all of those was basically selling stuff from like a jersey maker.
Yeah. But why would they have one and
Because they probably tested it and then they didn't do anything else.
Yeah, that one. I saw an article on Dan was showing an article on those guys.
The person who had all those was. Hey, clap, you guys. Right.
Can I just have the clap?
Don't clap like that. Just clap once.
And
Okay, that's good. Didn't do anything else.
bad baby.
I saw it.
Are you trying to see if it's synced up?
Bad baby. Oh yeah, this is it right here.
Don't clap like that. Just clap once.
1, 3.
Here we go. Yeah, we're synced. Okay.
me looking at you and clapping.
That is pretty good.
You're like, you look at me like, don't do that, clap once, and I just look at it.
It's pretty bad, definitely. Okay.
That's ridiculous.
We're good
This
with
is awesome.
this.
This is a great action photo.
Yeah, that's actually Don Hudson from the Headhunters.
Wow, this is in mint condition. Did
So
anyone
now-
even read this?
Now that we're streaming, should we talk about that Pointer Brothers sponsorship? Okay, what are we doing? You're in sync. Kidding me? We're Backstreet Boys, homie. I don't play that in sync trash.
Come on, paintballers. Anyone out there with a paintball company? What's up, man? We gotta get more of that. What's
That's
going on, dude?
believe it or not, that is one of the earliest ads for Brass Eagle. They started out as war games,
Come on, guys.
and
So Dan, can we have a fourth picture-in-picture for stuff we want to show off?
yes, I'm gonna. How it's gonna be set up is go over there. Well, you don't even need to watch this. Just check the screen out.
I'm looking.
And oops, wrong one.
Oh, hey, Dan.
All right, check it out now. Do you see? It's the stuff that we're gonna show off.
No, not yet.
Nothing.
It's about to go. It's about to go. Hold on. There you go. It's on top of you now.
It should be behind in a second. So that's how it's gonna show up.
Okay, right now it's
Right now it's in front.
in
Yeah.
front
Love
of
my
Andre's face.
Now it's
there
behind
it
my
is.
face.
And now it's gonna go to the other side so that we still have comments showing. So that's headed now. And I'm gonna set up our window capture to PBN. Okay, now we have PBN.
Did you
Also-
guys take pictures of airplanes? Thought this was the plane spotting channel.
Taxmaster. Okay, so now we have PBN behind us. And when we need to, we will take us and make us super small like this. Can you see it still?
Almost.
It's not up yet. It's not up
Right now
yet.
it's just the PBN background.
Hold on. Give it a sec. There you go. Yeah.
Is that sick or what?
Yeah. looks pretty
that's
sick.
Dope.
Okay. So let's see.
Look how small we are. Look at but now you're covering them. Did you take your the stock class? Oh, you moved it over. Nice.
I didn't move it.
Dude, check that out.
I
Look
didn't do
bad.
anything.
That's so dope.
How are we looking here? Can we see everything?
That's crazy,
yeah.
man.
So the only thing I'm trying to get up is our. Okay. So now we should have our chat up also. Look at that. Isn't that sick?
And the chat just came up.
Yeah, and then if we want our guns up, bam! Alright, cool. So we're good to go. Taxmaster.
Vindication.
Okay, so you guys can start talking. Oh no. What's our,
Just when everything's perfect.
is it freezing up?
No. Just sit for a second.
Okay. I should check our data rate and see how we're doing.
Are you running off of your?
I'm sending it through my phone right now. We're using 64% CPU. Alright, so I think we're good all around. I'm gonna
Patches? We don't need no stinking patches.
I think we're all good all around. The only
We
thing
have
we need
these
to do-
guns.
I'm gonna get us some coffee. You guys can just do whatever you want.
Yo, hook me up with one of them coffees, man.
Yeah.
Please.
Dude, no joke. Look how legit this is. This guy taped a reload tube onto the duct tape. This guy electrical taped two tubes together. 1988, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna show it off.
88.
Where are we showing it off?
Show it off right there near stock class. Yeah.
Advanced?
Yeah.
All right. So, Andre just pointed this out. This picture is pretty amazing. You got this guy. Let me see if I can get it right. You got this guy who has a 10-round tube duct taped to his shirt.
Hold on your little spinny wheel.
Oh.
Dan, we got the spinny wheel.
That's not good.
Spinny wheel. Don't worry about it.
Still there?
Yeah.
Dude, you see
Oh,
the
wait.
guy?
Nope.
Do you see the dude in the back?
No, the dude in the back is amazing.
He either has 3 tubes taped together, or there's one sticking out.
There's
of
one
his
sticking
mask.
out of this. That's mad.
Do we have the spinning wheel or are we good?
Spinny wheel.
Okay, Sophie's might have gone out, but we should still be good here. We're still good here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And did you take a look at this freaking front page?
So this
Oh
one's
shit! You gotta be careful of this too, our mic.
This one's hooked up to Sophie's. Oh wait, here
Yeah,
we go.
this one's on Sophie's.
Okay, so we're good still. We're good.
Duct tape 10-round tube, taped together, and either that's like a 3-in-1 taped together, or he's got one sticking out of his head.
I think it's just...
All right, show everyone because it's back up. Show everyone up on the thing. No. Show on this one.
Yeah, because I'll just turn that one. Okay, I'm going to hide this window capture. Let's hide that window, and I'm going to turn on the... Oh man, did the GoPro turn off?
I don't know.
It might have turned off. Hit the button on the side of it. We'll turn it back on if we have battery.
Dude, those pictures are pretty.
All right, we're back on with the GoPro.
Okay, is it showing right now?
It should.
It's black.
Check it right
Am
here.
I showing it this way or that?
It's black. There you
There
go.
we go.
Okay.
You can put it down, I guess, on the ground a little bit.
So it's gonna be upside down right now. There we go. Cool.
Cool. Oh, we should just flip the
Oh, that should
orientation.
be closer.
No, it's okay. Pull it closer.
I can
Wait.
actually
Yeah.
flip the orientation of that window. Properties, cancel.
Okay, so while we're finished getting set up, I wanted to show you guys this Frontline magazine from 1987.
Alright.
I need some better light on this
Oh shit. Oh, no, wrong one.
spinny thing.
That's okay. It's the spinny thing is actually
Okay. So
not us.
this is a
Alright, flip it
Frontline.
again. There you go. Now we're good.
Finally ready to go. So, got a Frontline magazine from 1987. Now, it's amazing just on the cover. You don't even need to open this magazine to know that there's amazing things going on in it. First things first, catch the guy front and forward. Notice how he's carrying his tubes. Bam! Duct tape 10-rounder. Yeah, before you had stock class harnesses, you had duct tape. You used it to keep your carburetors together and your 10-rounders on your hip.
That's pretty
And you
legit.
got this
One
guy
coffee
here
container.
who's got 2 or maybe 3 10-rounders electrical taped together.
Is that okay?
And then dude in the back, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure has a tube sticking out of his mask. Oh man, I would love to play with these guys.
Good.
Alright, so this, let's enter
Benji,
Frontline Magazine 87.
this one's yours. Here's some soil if you want it.
What the hell? 180 grand in prizes? Used to be money in paintball. 20 grand first prize per event, and then the finals had a $50,000 first prize. Not shabby. You're the Ollie Lang motherfucker. My effort. Whoops. Dude, here, check this out. Snow paintball.
Snow paintball. That dude's all dressed in white. No.
White, but he didn't wipe his mask out. That's so sick though. Where are they playing?
All right, I'm just gonna point out that
this-
every ad
yeah.
in this April '87 has chicks in it. Okay, I'm not even lying, guys. What's up, guys? I'm calling all you guys out, niche. I'm calling everyone out. We need more chicks
Chicks
in.
back in the sport.
I mean, like seriously, it's not degrading at all. But like, I'm not gonna lie, like, come on, man, look at that Blade Runner type stuff, man.
Look at that
Come on.
hot piece of ace.
That is. Oh wait, hold on. We have to reorient it.
No,
like this?
no, that's
Good,
the right way now.
Okay, good. Come on, guys. There's another one. Hold on. I'm sure Benji's gonna find some in there. They're abound. I mean, seriously, man. Come on. Like, what? Have you subscribed yet? You naughty
I want to
boy.
subscribe now. Like, I'll
I mean,
send that in
come on,
even though it's
dude.
non-existent.
Like, this is paintball.
Okay.
Here's another one, dude. Pauline with her tights. Dude, you think yoga pants are new? 87, dog. Check those out. Pauline with the deluxe long barrel. Clearly not sexual at all. With her weekend warrior. I mean, come on, guys.
We're going to get really good at paintball. You need to learn from the best. You need to learn from the Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Discriminating combatants to battle.
That's actually Joe Comstock's field tactics. Joe played on Havoc, and he played on Sudden Death, and he played on GBD.
This is incredible. These are mint condition Frontlines from the early mid 80s, dude.
Wow.
I was definitely playing Nintendo.
There you go.
Oh man, look at her with that hair.
It's okay to play hard.
That's
Sometimes you play safe.
straight out of like a Van
Where all the
Halen.
paintball girls at?
I could start calling you out via your Instagram handles, but I'm not going to. Oh yes, dude, no way. She's straight up hanging out in like a what's that, a leotard?
Negligees and paintball.
Oh man, dude,
Beautiful.
this is genius. This is great, guys. Come on.
I feel real.
All right, what
All right.
else? What else we got here?
Should we get started? We're already getting started.
Check it
So
out,
there's
man.
your coffee right here, Benji.
Army
Do you
Navy
want a
store
soy milk in there?
cartoons
Yeah.
from Golden West Supply in Monrovia. They take Visa and MasterCard. Anyone want to call that number and prank call someone today? Go for it, dude. 818-357-0711. Tell them we said hi.
You're actually showing it in the picture, right?
I don't know. Yeah, there it is right there.
Okay, so why don't
I'm just finishing my coffee, and I'm good.
we start by talking about some extravaganza stuff?
Okay.
So, do you want to be at the computer and pull up a couple
Yeah,
things?
I'll bring it up. You guys sit down.
Yep.
Roger that.
I'm gonna close all of our bogus windows here.
Hey, really quick bogus window, people, before Dan closes out this last bogus window.
It's your last chance to show
What do you
up,
think? What do you think, man? Dogs of War. Do you see that? Would anyone want like a temporary tattoo made for that? We're gonna. I
I'm
mean, if
thinking
you guys
henna.
are saying yes,
Here, let me see that.
then let's do it, man. We're all gonna get like little cheesy water tattoos. That would be awesome. If anyone's got balls big enough, get that really tattooed on you. That's
I'm gonna
pretty
get it on my
amazing,
face.
dude. Look at that thing.
Oh, dude. I'm
Dogs
gonna
of
get that
War, man.
tattooed on the underside
on.
of my ball sack.
Look at that.
You mean you haven't already?
Actually, my teammates were on that team back in
No,
the day.
that is so.
Sean and Rick.
That's not the Dogs of War out of Sacramento. That's probably just like a bogus thing.
Here, let me show this. Make sure
I mean,
when
it
you
could be,
when you hang out with Bocce Paintball, make sure to use a coaster.
but AGD coasters.
AGD coasters for sale.
Get them on BacciPaintball.com.
Wow.
That was
Honestly,
from,
guys.
Vintage Paintball.
Yeah, thank you Vintage Paintball for all the sick patches.
Yeah. Super sick, man. Really appreciative of that.
Okay, so I'm turning off some of our devices here. I'm making us larger. Actually, I'm going to keep us small. I'm going to take up our... Alright, now we got PBN behind us.
So let's just start scrolling down. Let's talk.
Let's see how this works out
Damn,
here.
look at these masks. And that beast of a gun up front.
That's just a shot mask, man.
So we're
It's
on,
like, no joke. Like,
we're just going to look at the PBN homepage.
Like-
start our...
I never hear stories
stream
of dudes
off.
just getting like shot in the eye or in the face, but it must have happened. Thank God.
look at that old Satcon Village
That's
ad
SC,
from
dude.
SC from
You know
November
They will want to
'86,
see
guys.
this. So, for all the guys that currently play at SC, since I know there's a lot of SoCal stock guys watching,
Hold on, let me turn that back on.
so here is an advertisement from 1986 for SC Village, which back then is well. This is November '86.
so that we get a cleaner signal. Those setups are so legit. They're like, look at that one. It's so crazy.
That was exactly like that, but covered in dust. Like the whole thing was covered in dust. But it was sick. Must have been. I bought this off from this guy who had 8 guns that were just in his backyard, and eventually they got rained on, and like they were covered in dirt. They were under copious amounts of dirt. Like actually all but one I actually bought back. Like brought back to life.
Like, easy.
That is a dark side. Just trying to figure out what it is. We have a little loader up top there.
So,
You actually got to go with that new pistol.
no way.
Got someone on the hand. You got to run with it. Ooh, dang, these are nice. That original Sheridan build. Now spot build.
I think nice. Does it almost feel like a Malibu Quest?
So all paintballs were 5.5 cents a ball in 1986. And it came in a 3,000 round box. So what does that work out to?
I don't know how to beat me to it.
165?
A bottle of beer or fuzzy water. I'm gonna record this guy's jokes.
Speed feed at the end and just shove the tube in. The speed feed.
A little mini chair with that little Sheridan build.
Oh, it can flow. Be back to watching. This guy, why the fuck are you taking pictures and showing kill people?
There's no end. There's no sand.
There's no sand. It looks like sand. That looks cool. With a huge riverbed. see if I could figure this out without restarting it, but it's impossible. Okey doke. These guns are already set with the Bushmaster. I love my women on that. Say no to this.
Man, these Frontline magazines are insane. They're so dope.
Yeah, you're right, Benji. It was the
GoPro.
input from the GoPro.
Cool.
Way to be a super tech.
So it was the new GoPro, the one
Keen
that you...
observation. Did I tell you about the glory hole idea?
Please detail.
So I was thinking of a paintball glory hole. So, a guy, let's say he's got his gun and he's at SC Village and he goes into the bathroom and cause he's got to do his business and there's a hole in there. And he, gets to thinking a little bit and he puts his barrel through and someone just swabs it.
We are back on so people know you're
Dude.
Like, you could have some fine woman there and she
just
looks at the barrel and then swap. And he's just like, oh god, it's so clean.
Oh my god, you totally got all the stuff off the inside.
Can I get a clap from you, Benji?
Una más?
canceled.
Oh, really?
Because this just
Sorry.
got more fun.
Just give me one solid clap, okay?
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
No, just one. I just need.
I think they heard our glorial idea. Don't be jelly, Gene. Not everyone could have hair as sexy as ours.
Alright, we are good now. So, I'm gonna just plug in the power adapter, and then we will continue where we left off.
So is it safety?
The safety is
Safety's on the side, yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I just didn't know. Is this unique?
No, that's how all bush dressers are. Most of them have a slightly different switch, though. That one just has a screwed in there.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't seem familiar.
Okay.
So,
What do we got going on?
well, we can start scrolling through extravaganza stuff.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, so we're gonna take a look at some of the new gear being put out at Extravaganza. Tim Furpo has been nice enough to supply us with some pics, but we're also getting a lot of pictures just off Pbnation thanks to John, who has been at Extravaganza all week, posting up pics and information about all the new gear. What I'm playing with here is a Bushmaster.
Okay, what do you guys think about your picture? You think it's okay? I'm gonna just put us right here.
Yeah, are you gonna stay by the computer or are you coming here?
I'm gonna be at the computer because I have to scroll.
Can you have a thing like you had last time with a scroll here?
No, because we're scrolling on this computer.
Can you turn it and do the same thing?
If
Yeah.
we had Andre's mouse, but
We'll do it next time.
yeah.
Okay, let's get going.
Okay. So,
It does look cool though.
yeah. Okay, so here we go. We got.
Here, let me maximize this.
We'll go through this and then we'll go to Tim's page. We'll look at his pictures. So these are just on Pbnation right now.
Okay.
Just gonna look at their highlights.
Dude. Thanks for your permission to. I would like to use it in Frontline if I have your permission.
Just show that.
It's
give a
straight up
thumbs
like
up on
a
that.
naked chick with some kind of like camo like precariously placed over her and her face. Like,
See it.
come on, dude. It's pretty.
So we need more of.
Come on,
I haven't
paintball
seen
guys.
a sexy.
Come on, paintball guys.
Talking about right here.
Whoever was on that team, was it Swine Patrol?
Swine Patrol.
What's up, Victor?
Come on, guys. Who is that?
Let's see.
Dish it. We want
We're about right here.
Yeah, Swine Patrol. You know what's
Swine
up.
Patrol.
Dan, also show that what's it called? The Mac 10.
Oh yeah, the Apparel Ordnance Mod 85.
Mod
We
85.
also have a
Brain
Mod
fart.
85 right here.
So for whoever doesn't know what a Mod 85 is it's a full auto gun that uses actual primers and shells to shoot the balls, and it shoots about 400 feet per second.
Shoots
What do you know more about
Shoots
that?
about 400 balls a second also. So, okay, so let's get started on the
400 balls.
All right, PBN.
So, here we go. We have, and you guys need to tell us if our audio or our video is screwed up, since it probably will get screwed up, since that's the nature of this show.
Got some loading going on.
That's okay, we're not loading on
Okay.
this one. But yeah, let's look at the Pbnation behind us. Ooh, shit. Okay, so we got new pump handles. So the Inception Design, Simon at Inception Design is making a pump kit. He's making a couple pump kits. And here's a couple examples of 3D printed pumps that people have made for those.
It's not scrolling the PBN for us.
It will in a moment. It's probably laggy.
Very laggy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Because I feel like you.
There we go.
So you're gonna just have to scroll it, and then like once it goes.
Yeah, I
say.
mean, we'll be talking about.
Okay.
So,
So what do you guys think about the new Inception handles? Because I know a lot of the SoCal players like the niche handles, the slice kits, the CCMs. I personally like the new Inception kits. I think their economy kit is going to be, I don't know, it looks like a good value, and it looks pretty clean. I haven't tested either of them yet, so we'll have to wait until people actually get to trying them. What do you think, Dan?
I don't know. We'd have to try it, I guess.
Do you know if those 3D handles that he has up are those ones that he's designed and he's going to be putting out?
These are 3D printed examples that people have made for him. I remember Tim posted something about that. He told a couple people the specs and they could be printed out.
Do you know if he's giving the specs out for everyone
I
to
think
make
so.
their own?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have a 3D printer or if you have access to a 3D printer, say at your school or college, you can actually just make your own pump kit for the Inception guide rod, which is pretty cool. I've had a couple 3D printed kits in the past and they've been fun.
Yeah. I mean, for me, a lot of times with the 3D printed stuff, it's the texture that kind of doesn't really do it for me. But on a pump handle,
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, on a pump handle, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I also know that Gene was talking about having his slice kit specs available for 3D printing slices, but I don't know if that's happened yet.
Yeah. Do you know if the price point on the high-end Inception is going to try to rival the slice kit?
I think it's supposed to be over 100, and I don't know what the high-end slice kit is. Also, what's the CCM, like the standard CCM kit? Is it like 89?
I thought the standard was a bit cheaper, but it seems like they're all going to be about the right price, so.
Yeah.
Or all about the same price.
Yeah, let's, you have anything to say about the dye?
I mean, it's just new colors.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more fond of custom milling patterns, but
Yeah.
I do have to say the colorways that they showed on the new M2s are pretty nice.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Not that I'd ever buy one new, but it's
Let's
nice.
see. Alright, so just scroll down. We'll see how long it takes it to...
I'll let you know when it goes, so we can get timing on that. It just went.
Okay.
Okay, so next up are some advances with the Planet Eclipse ETHA platform. So the ETHA, it's kind of like the poor man's Geo, pretty nice shooting gun, and the most recent updates or kind of upgrades they had for it is at Extravaganza they showed a kind of bare bones kit that you're going to be able to 3D print your own body for. So I think that is one of the best things that's come out of Extravaganza, because you're going to have one gun look like 1,000 guns once everybody modifies it. Maybe you'll have a carrying handle on it, maybe you'll have rails on the sides, maybe you'll have one look like a dragon. Whatever it is, it's cool to see people able to make it unique, make it theirs.
Personalize it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got the 50 cal ETHA, which, I mean, it's cool. I see a lot more people playing Paintball Soft and
Paintball
50
Soft.
cal leagues, so it's nice to have another tournament style 50 cal,
Yeah.
especially since the, who made the last 50 cals? The GI?
There were the Smart Parts or the GOG 50
Yeah.
cals, and then
GI Milsim had a couple tournament 50 cals, but as far as I know, they didn't make that many, or not that many people went for them. So we'll see if the ETHA kind of increases 50 cal play.
I feel like what would be really cool with this ETHA, so it's a body kit, right? You're 3D printing your body
I'm
kit.
pretty sure, yeah.
So what I think would be really neat with that is if you made like a horse body or something like that.
Dude,
Just
you
like,
could take it in whatever direction you want.
something like totally abstract.
I mean, my brain is just going in a million directions
Yeah.
with
I
that.
feel like we need to get a 3D printer.
You could buy
and
them
start
cheap,
to learn
man.
design.
And you can buy, there's some 3D printers where if you spend a little bit more money, the ink you can get will give you a smoother texture.
Yeah.
And then there's some that will actually print different materials. So the cheaper ones that I've seen out, they're like really rough. They almost have like a ribbed, very fine ribbed.
Right.
Those are the cheaper ones. The nicer ones are much smoother, much cleaner. I
Now-
mean, you can go as high as, actually having it done in a very specific, legitimate material.
Yeah. Now,
and
one
it's
of
a
the main
fortune.
differences between rough and smooth is just the time. It takes significantly more time to get a smooth
Yeah,
finish
much
off of
smoother.
3D
Yeah,
printed.
definitely.
I mean, we're talking like a day.
Yeah. But I mean, for something that, would be one of one.
I
Yeah.
don't believe they changed much else on that ETHA, but correct me if I'm wrong. Now, what we're looking at now, a bit further down, thanks to John for most of these picks again. We're looking at the Valken Code paintball gun, which seems to be, Valken's version of a mini or an axe. It seems to compare more to the axe than the mini, but look more like the mini. I gotta say, it doesn't look all that great. Kind of looks like a spider had a baby with a mini. But the price point is about $200 cheaper than the axe, so it's gonna be a contender, that's for sure. What do you think? That whole gun is maybe like 2 pounds, yeah.
Really?
Very compact, smooth shooter, entry level. I think it starts at about $300.
I see what you mean about the body lines look similar to some of the spiders, especially the 50 caliber Opus. Is that the 50 caliber spider?
Yeah, the 50 caliber Opus. The grip especially makes it seem spider-like.
The grip almost reminds me of what's it called, the rocker, the spider rocker trigger.
Do you know that the guy who made that spider rocker trigger is
Styles?
Yeah, it's the same guy who had the Reball Center in Long Beach.
He's also the guy that ran Tombstone, and he also made I'm like spacing the Mayhems and the Frogs, and he also made
A bunch of kooky guns.
He made the RAM-driven electronic autocockers, and he made like those Incan design ones with the rocker trigger. He made all kinds of stuff. He was actually from New Zealand as well, and the one time I talked to him about paintball guns that were made by Stephen Constable in New Zealand. I met him at the grand opening of the Tombstone that was in, I think, was it Agua Mesa? The one that they closed before they opened the most recent one, and before it turned into ASG. Let's see. So we'll go down a little bit more.
Yeah, there's not. I'd like to see the freaks. I want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, let's go to Tim's.
Yeah, I don't think there's that much advancement really with the what is it? With those carbon fibers. Although, you know what? Dan just scrolled past Virtue making new paint, which I think is a very good thing. We need more competition in the paint market, especially with everything being 6, 7, 8 bore or so. And Virtue's put out quality for a while, so hopefully it continues.
So now we're looking at
PBTek.
PaintballTek.com.
So this is Tim's page, PBTek. He does teching for pretty much any gun, and right now he's at Extravaganza checking out new guns and learning how to tech everything, so we're going to check out some of his new picks. Let's see. So the first thing Dan's looking at is the 11/16 valve. You can tell him more about that, Dan.
So yeah, this is a 11/16 valve, which is basically a spider style valve, and it's the same style valve that's in some of the later WGP guns, and also
Some of the Merlins.
Yeah, and some of the AKA guns, and Simon's new Inception autocockers are using this valve style. There's also a neat little plug here. They call it what do they call it? They call it the blanking plate, which actually, what it does is you put it on your vertical ASA on your autococker, your pre-2K, post-2K, and it seals up that vertical ASA that you have, and it allows you to extend your air input through the front of the gun. And I'm going to just bring back our chat panel here.
Can you
scroll down the
scroll
Tim's page.
scroll down on Tim's page so we can see the pic?
Yes. Here it is.
Okay.
What do you think of the new die hopper? I think we were just talking about that.
Who's the thief, Gene? Are we? Let's not get into
Scroll
that.
too far here.
Okay, so the last question we got is, what do you think of the new die hopper? I think it's great. Although I like spires better than rotors in general, I think the rotor is a solid platform as long as you're using good paint. If you're using any kind of soft paint or slightly dimpled paint, the rotor does have a tendency to jam, in my experience. But for $100 brand new with a slightly modified design, I mean, a rotor's a solid pickup. I like the Spire 3
Oh my
a lot. I've always liked the Spires, but it's definitely more expensive.
Okay, I just got like way too overwhelmed with all my windows. Let's go down to the next thing from Tim here.
Okay, checking out more of Tim's pictures.
Okay, so Benji, do you have any autocockers that you would want to extend the ASA out on? That you would use that plug, that blanking plate?
Extend the ASA?
Yeah. So basically, with an autococker, your ASA is right by the edge of your trigger frame. But with this blanking plate, which I just rolled past, but it was pictured up there from Inception Designs.
Just extends it?
It plugs that vertical ASA hole, and it allows you to run like a MIDI front block on the front and use that on a full body autococker.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, I just like my setup to be more compact.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not saying I'm gonna buy it, but
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who like a longer setup.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people like using Luxes and Vanquishes, and they're long style guns, and
Yeah.
I can't stand it. But I mean, there's a ton of people who
Yeah,
love it.
definitely. I think that's one of the things that Tim wrote is it extends similar to like a lot of the newer electronic.
Cool. See, it's someone who got is 32 degrees mag frame from you. Solid. G&D, you still using that mag?
Let's see. So I have like way too many windows going on.
Let's keep scrolling
So yeah,
Tim's
we got
page
the
a bit.
Azadin guns.
Yeah,
Not like, I mean, it's cool.
it's cool. Not so much of interest for us.
Again, I'd like to see Gene just have his slice kit for a spider, just a regular spider, so I could sell some $5 spiders off my site. But let's see what else we got from Tim. We have this new air fill system, which will pop up here in a second. It's basically, wait for it to show up here. Also, we have our GoPro cord just chilling there.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I was like, what is that?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
yeah, it's the cord. It's right here.
No, right there. Just pull the plug out. Pull the cord out.
I was like, what is that?
So yeah, we have this. Let's scroll up a little bit more here.
And the cord is gone. Look behind us. Like it's
I was like, where is that
It's
thing?
gonna be on the green
So
screen.
this is PaintballTek.com's page that we're looking at now. Anybody that's wondering. Talk about the new niche product announcement. I haven't heard anything about the new niche product announcement, Blake, but
Well, I gotta say that I've seen a couple vectors on the field
recently,
and they seem like they shoot pretty nice.
I didn't actually shoot mics that he had. I wish I would
It
have.
seemed like it shot great, and especially for the price, like that's a very solid gun.
Yeah. If anybody wants to just paste that niche product announcement in.
But Robert, if you're watching, hope you're doing all right.
Yeah.
I know Robert Lane has had
Pretty
some
rough
issues,
month.
so
Your
best wishes for him.
your vision is slowly recovering, Robert, or fully recovering. I mean.
Hopefully fully.
Yeah. So.
Working too hard on making all you guys guns, not taking care of himself.
So let's see. The next thing that we have here is this. It's like a quick fill setup. Kind of reminds me of the Tippmann quick fill setup, and it's basically like a plug and fill style setup that a field would install on the rental
You
tanks.
should play the video for them.
Do we want to see if that'll work?
Yeah, go for it,
I
man.
I
think
guess it will.
Pretty sure it will.
I think it will.
Traded it for an infamous Timmy. I'd still have to go with the mag versus a Timmy, but that's still a good trade.
So now we can see.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we can see it actually plug and play there. And so this is a different style fill nipple than you would have
Versus
on-
just a standard disconnect at a field, or
Yes, it's slightly different. So it wouldn't be compatible. Although that
So what is the benefit over this? Because it just looks like a different kind of
So the
quick
benefit
disconnect.
would be that a field with 3,000K or 3K rental tanks wouldn't be able to have their rental shooters go and fill up on the 4,500 fill station.
But how would that stop it?
Because the nipple
doesn't
dimensions-
fit. Look, see,
Yeah,
like
the
watch
nipple
when he
actually
turns
wouldn't
it.
fit.
Watch, he'll turn it to the other side and it won't fit. Ready?
Got
watch,
it.
right, and just it won't go. It won't engage. See?
Yeah.
Very
so that's
cool.
basically what'll happen. Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
that's very smart because
Yeah.
there's every time we're at the field, there's some kid trying to fill his 3K to 45. So
Yeah.
very nice.
a good idea.
Whose product was that?
I think it's from, let's see, Ventura.
Yeah.
Vantora. Very
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna have to check into that a little bit.
Good for obviously, assuming a lot of you guys watching are at least understand the difference between 3K and 4,500 PSI, but a lot of the young kids, they're just super stoked to get on the field again, and they're just trying to fill up small pressurized tanks with a lot of pressure. So if you know anyone out there with a field, send them that link, man. Also, we don't know what the prices are on these things because they're all being released right now. So again, it's just something to look at. But it is an investment for a field. If anyone has a paintball field out there, just send them that link. Tell me saw it on PBDA.
Okay, before I forget, last week I mentioned that whoever hashtagged PBDA, the best one that I would choose, would get some freebies. Only one person actually posted the PBDA hashtag, and that was 0 PSI. So hit me up. I'll send you a message later if I don't get a message from you, and you'll have a package with some freebies going to you this week. Yeah! So 0 PSI, first winner. If you guys also want to win some gear, normally piece of old school gear, maybe some stickers, who knows?
Not this dope Renegade.
Not that Renegade, but it's always good stuff.
Oh, by the way, if anyone out
Post.
there, sorry, go for it. Post.
I was going to say post hashtag PBDA. Just post your pics, videos, whatever you got, and each week I'm going to pick the best picture, best video. You're going to get some freebies.
That's the man right there. If anyone knows anything about the difference between the red label Renegades and the black label Renegades, let us know. Or post a picture of both and tag it PBDA. We have our P for PBDA is not here today. He's out.
Paul is filming at
right now.
WCPPL this week for HK.
So he usually is our gear guru. But we want to see if any of you guys out there know the difference. I don't. Benji doesn't, and I don't believe Dan does. So let us know.
Yeah, and for anyone who's interested in watching those videos, you can watch Paul's videos on YouTube. I think his username is FPS Paul. And he's got videos from NXL, MPPL, PSP, everything. He is probably one of the best videographers in paintball and editors. So check out his stuff. Give him some likes and some subs.
What up, Paul? We miss you, man.
Oh, dude. That's your page.
Oh man. Guys,
You can show this.
what is going on, everybody? Okay, all right. I think we're gonna have to hit this up right over here.
Show Dan. Okay. Yep.
We're like,
So you put, let's see, traded the Timmy for an 05 Ego, and I got an 05 and 11. Very nice.
let me go to our Windows.
Lightning, not so nice.
Broadcasting.
Ego, very nice.
Come on, guys. No joke.
Ego 11 or E-Tech 5, I would lean towards E-Tech 5. In my opinion, the Ego 9, 10, and 11 shot like absolute garbage. Just bad shooters. So, if you're going to spend in that, 3 to 500 range, get yourself a G-Tech. Let's see. You can even pick up an old SL94, SL74.
Come on,
It's
man.
a bit older.
Come on, dude. This is like.
But I'm hearing very good things about the new G-Tech. So, according at least to the Santusis at Mountain View, the G-Techs are awesome. At least for that price point. So right now, Andre's showing off some of the ads.
Babes. Some serious paintball babes.
What year is that?
Guys,
What issue?
we're gonna make paintball great again. We are gonna make paintball great again. Right here, this crew and Paul.
And you know how we do that?
God,
Not by building walls up, but by breaking them down.
we're gonna build bunkers. This is August '86, guys. I was a little snot-nosed kid. I think we all were.
I was in my dad's balls.
Balls, Bocce,
I was like 1 year.
1 year old. I was
1 year.
I was 6.
Just hanging in the nuts.
I was 6 years old. Guys, I was not playing paintball at 6 years old. I was playing Duck Hunt on Nintendo. The original Nintendo was the closest I got.
I have Duck Hunt.
But to be honest with you, man, if I saw Frontline magazine when I was 6 years old and saw some hot chicks showing me what the difference between Tiger Stripe was and woodland and tree bark, I think I might have possibly even been interested in this game at 6 years old.
Once you saw that picture.
Yeah, marrying
So-
a hunter wearing daytime desert pattern
So we have
fatigues.
a quick question. He's 30 minutes from a fill station and plays backyard ball, and he wants to shoot a case of paint a day, but wants to save some money. Should he get a 90-45 carbon or a few 48 3Ks? Honestly, I would have to side with G&D and get yourself a scuba tank. You will save yourself a ton of money in just fills if you have been paying for each individual fill. Get yourself a 62 cubic foot or an 80. 3,000 PSI should get you, at least 30-40 fills. Probably more than that. Although you're not going to get full 3K fills as you get down. But, just get yourself a basic tank and a scuba tank.
Be careful with buying used tanks. They can be dangerous.
Yeah.
So
Make sure if
Yeah.
you're getting an aluminum scuba tank that's not more than 20 years old, because a lot of scuba places and dive shops will not fill it, and it might not be able to get rehydrated. But
That's actually true.
yeah,
Good
and
point, Benji.
if you have a steel tank, you should be good for a long time.
So let's get back to Tim's PaintballTek stuff from
Okay.
Paintball Extravaganza.
Dude.
We have a ball sizer from Lapco,
does that thing hold paintballs?
I don't
which
know. It's a standard ball sizer.
yeah,
We've seen a couple of ball sizers in the past from, I think Lapco's even had a different one. Hitman had one. It's nice to have, but honestly, anyone who's checking the bore size normally has a free kit, so we just check it through the inserts. But it's a cool knick-knack to have.
definitely. Next, we have the shaft kit.
Yeah, Shotgun Atomic, you should be able to pick up a scuba tank for between $50 to $100. Just check your local Craigslist. Fill station, like you said, is $15 to $20, and if you need to get it rehydroed, it's about $25. Okay, so now we're looking at the new Planet Eclipse shaft. Tim has pictured it for us, thankfully.
I just like the name of it.
I mean, do you
My
like,
favorite part.
Dan, do you like getting the shaft?
I seem to always get the shaft, so
Dan,
in multiple connotations.
I mean, you can quote me on this. BacciPaintball loves the shaft.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
try not to
Just
give the
loves
shaft, but I'm constantly receiving the shaft.
Yeah, Dan is receiving the shaft
it-
on a regular basis.
It looks like a pretty decent barrel.
I've never used a
I-
shaft kit.
I don't think it has any advantages over, say, a Freak, but it's lightweight. I mean, I've always liked my shaft kits. Hey, Johnny Depp, what can we expect from the new Pirates of the Caribbean? That's all you. If I grow my beard out a little bit and have a pirate's hat, I can be that evil pirate.
Oh, you can be the evil pirate. I have no idea. I don't want you.
take you to the depths with your laddie. That's more Scottish. Were there Scottish
that's
pirates?
There could be. Well, I mean, privateers were privateers, man. They came from everywhere.
Okay, so next up we have the Ninja Paintball LPR. It's a 140 PSI output, screw in.
Very cool.
I guess female reg. So it kind
But
of
it's-
functions in the way of an inline, but outputs in the way of a HPR or a LPR.
LPR.
Yeah.
So how do they output differently?
Well, I mean, an LPR is usually low pressure, whereas an HPR is high pressure. So usually, when you're using an HPR, it's going to take you down to 400 to 200. But this one takes you all the way down to 140 psi and below.
So what does that eliminate the need for?
I was trying to think of what the exact use of this would be,
That's the thing, because most people have an HPR or an LPR on their gun already. So who's using this?
So, I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, this is designed for airsoft.
It is designed for airsoft, yeah.
That's what Tim writes. But I was trying to think of a paintball application, and I couldn't really. So, I don't know.
Well, let's go to the next thing.
I guess one useful way of using this would be to, if you're shooting your auto mag, and you would set it up as your vertical inline, and you would have two lines go, one to the base of this, and one to the, well, no, that actually wouldn't work, because this is...
just seems like more
way too
airsoft
complicated.
Yeah, it's female input on the bottom. Yeah, Gene writes airsoft polar star guns.
Oh, are you streaming to Facebook too right now?
No, I just posted it on Facebook. That's why you might have got a notification there.
Okay, got it.
I was
so we're gonna live stream Facebook next week, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So it will be one of the upcoming things to look forward to.
There's gonna be a lot of viewers when that happens.
Really? Better? Yeah. Nice.
Like, now we've been averaging, what, 15 at a time? I think it'll be 100.
100, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be exciting to do.
Don't Bob Longs need LP?
I mean, most guns need an LP source for some function in the paint gun, but
it's like some of the Vics needed that different pressure, and they didn't have any LPR, so, or an HPR. All right, you want to go to the next thing?
yes, I do want to go to the next thing. Let's see what we got next.
I want to talk about that MVP.
Yeah, we'll get in there. Almost to the MVP.
I'm almost kind of annoyed I just got that MVP after seeing the new one.
I mean, the new one probably won't even be released for a while, right?
Well, who knows? We do know people.
Yeah, I don't know anyone aside from you guys. I'm mostly just inside my layer.
Okay, so we're looking at Inception Designs new bolts.
Nice.
They look pretty solid. To me, the half-block bolt really resembles the Hush bolt that you'll find on Egos.
So one thing about these, though, is that they actually use that front tip from the Planet Eclipse guns, which is probably why you say
so
that.
So there you go.
Yeah. I've never used, I've never really continuously used a Planet Eclipse gun that has that soft tip, but no jokes about soft tips. No? You guys don't have
Dan loves the shaft and a soft tip.
the soft tip.
We're letting Dan walk right into these tonight, guys.
I mean, on an auto mag, you like to have your soft tip, the foamy soft tip.
Wait, do you ever have your soft tip shaft on your cocker?
So, no, I don't. But I would like to add both a shaft and a soft tip bolt to my cocker. But yeah, really, realistically though, I would like to try one of these bolts and just see how they do.
Just make sure you don't crush your balls in the process.
Well, Dan likes to play with old balls.
I'm hoping that my soft tip will help prevent breaking my
your old balls. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think Sandana is going to start up again after the former owner gets out of prison? I'm going to go on a limb and say no. He has burned too many bridges.
No.
No way.
No.
Maybe he'll sell to someone and someone will try to bring it back from the depths.
I'm going to say that this is a better question to ask Paul, since he is the Sandana king.
Yeah.
As I like to call him.
No.
Which marker and product do you think is completely overhyped? I think any of the custom color guns. Like, oh my god, it's the same die too with different colors. Give us full print. They already go for like 900, so I'm not gonna drop 1800 because he changed the color.
Yeah.
The color of your gun and the color of your jersey.
We're definitely gonna get sponsorships
player.
from the big companies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We are a show for the people.
I don't know what would be overhyped. All I've really been paying attention to is, I guess, what is the best ever, Dan? Thanks, Connor. The Jorge Cervantes trick shot world champion gun.
Where's Connor posting? I'm not seeing his responses.
It just hasn't showed up there yet. The only thing.
Quick draw contest.
attention to is Tim's feet, really. So I don't know. I haven't really been following the hype.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much hype other than the new Freak Kits, which we're gonna get to in a second, and what else really? The new MVP 2, which we're also gonna get to in a second. Dude, look at that! He's actually climbing the hut. That's dope.
All right, Sakong Village used to have some of the best ads.
Hell yes.
For their fields, man. A lot of the old field.
Wait, fill people in on what you guys are looking
Sorry,
for.
man. While we're kind of like doing a podcast at the same time here.
So I'm gonna.
So what are you looking through right now?
So right now we're looking through early issues of Frontline magazine.
Yours specifically is what month?
This is a Frontline from June 1986.
Get in the picture, Benji. You're a little bit out of the picture. There you go.
So this is from June 1986, Frontline magazine. Thanks to Vintage Paintball for sending the magazines and patches.
Well, the magazines were from a different person, but
you remember
the
who?
patches were.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Okay.
It wasn't a paintball person.
So what we
But
were
really, beforehand, someone riding a tank on a paintball field.
I mean, they still do that, but not with just the goggles and that. I mean, look at that porn star stash he's rocking.
Get in the picture, Benji.
Okay.
Well, I mean the feed.
Okay, so I wanted to show a little closer. I don't know if you're going to be able to get this, but here's another ad from SC
Blown out.
Village.
It's blown out, but
Do on
I'm
Dan.
gonna show it
Do it
on
on
yours.
Dan's.
yeah, you can pick mine over. You want to scroll here? All you have to do is scroll on this window with the 2 fingers. And this on my phone
Okay.
because that's where our feed.
So, I want to show you this advertisement from SC Village from back in the day. So, there's a hut kind of like you can see on Vietnam, but this is one that you could actually use. And here's a guy climbing up the hut and getting shot. I think this is just badass. This is what old school paintball used to be like.
And then on the main screen, this is what a normal field ad looks like. And it's pretty crappy. Oh wait, am I blown out on this one? No. So right here, where my finger is, this ad right here, that's a normal ad. Sakong, SC Village used to have the best ads. They clearly have the best fields. If people are watching and they're not in Southern California, when you guys plan a trip down here, hit us up. We'll meet you at SC Village. We'll have fun. It's crazy. It's historic. And clearly back in the early 80s, they were killing it back then. I mean, the ads are amazing.
Okay, so Justin says that the guy at Sandana was caught forging prescriptions. I don't have any evidence, so I'm not going to speculate, but he also says that some guy in New York bought the trademark on Sandana. I don't know if that's a great buy. I mean, to tell you the truth, he could just put out a bunch of new products, and the new kids don't really know the issues that went on with the original owner, so he could probably bring it back.
Honestly, man, with the way the world is, I mean, look, the guy's been gone for a minute. Even if he's been gone for 5 minutes, like, everyone out there in internet world, and including us that run our own businesses, whether it's paintball or not, or production, I mean, dude, just marketing yourself is a whole other world. I mean, in 5 years, you're out of the game. You can't just show up and, take an ad out in Frontline magazine. It doesn't work like that anymore. Sandana's a name. It's got a cachet. So if this guy comes back out and he wants to bring back old Sandana prints, that bastardizes the old stuff, and then it's like, who's going to manufacture it for him now? It's
so
not.
They kind of got around that with the most recent batch with they used different material for the new Sandana, so it differentiated them. The real problem with Sandana wasn't that this guy had his issues behind the scenes, but it was more he wasn't delivering. So he had orders for 100 Sandanas for this store, for that store, and they weren't getting the product. So you had a lot of people angry at them because he was messing up. So if it's not related to that guy at all, and they bring back Sandana completely, I can see stores rebuying because people bought Sandana product. So it will depend on whose name is behind it.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so
what do you think about the new stock class marker from Spider?
I haven't seen that. That must be. I mean, Kingman was bought out by Empire, right, or by Key, and then Key is merged with GI now. Is that? Is that
yeah,
right?
Empire and GI are one.
Yeah.
So they're all together.
So.
Wow, do you see what he said about the Reds guys? Have you had that confirmed? Because I've heard that also. Said that the owners of Reds were, I guess, apprehended on first-degree aggravated sex assault, first-degree kidnapping, and second-degree conspiracy.
Don't know about that. All I know is that those charges were later and not affiliated with Greg Hastings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, they make the best knee and shin pads ever. If you find them and you don't want them,
The old
tag
Reds
us.
Kevlar
I
pads.
want to buy a pair off of you guys. I know he does and he does. The old Reds pairs are the best, so whatever he does in his personal life, he figured knee and shin pads out, so whatever.
Well, he's still better than the owner of J&J, which we're not going to go into.
So,
Okay, so what we're looking at now on the screen on Pbtek's page is the new Freak XL. So the difference between the Freak and the Freak XL is the insert, instead of being 6 inches, is 8 inches, which I'm sure every woman enjoys. And so the way they accommodated it, because they didn't want to change the look of the original Freak, so the way they accommodated it, words, English, is they bored out the front
That's
a
all that
little bit
matters.
of the, they bored out the front. So the insert now is 8 inches, and it just goes into the front barrel. So I think it's a good thing. Longer bore is always a good thing, but I kind of need to see it in person and just see how it looks, see if there's any gap in the threads inside, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine a longer control bore is, definitely going to have some advantage, but does it need to be that long? I don't know. I don't know what the actual technical details on like the actual needed control bore is before you actually go out to a slightly larger inner diameter, because your front is still going to be the same, like probably 6.90, 7, could even be 7,
Right.
0.7 inch
But I do have to say
front, so.
the Lucky Unitech barrels that had the full 14-inch control bore, in my opinion, were the best shooting barrels I've ever shot.
Really?
Yeah, it was ball on ball. So I don't know if it was because I had 360 of them that I needed to sell, but I loved them.
Huh.
And I like the J&J too. The J&J's also. The J&J ceramic is a freaking awesome barrel.
But those don't have any, are they?
No boards.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real, like.
and what's the price difference between something like the J&J's and then...
Well, the J&J's are old school.
Yeah,
when they're around, it's $30.
Yeah, typically
20 to 30
$30.
But it's also, there's no bore sizes on this.
Got it.
So you don't want to use them on a pump or most cockers. But you can use like a check-it back kit on them, which
Or a
is just or a lap coat.
Yeah.
And just turn it into a barrel kit.
Yeah.
It's just, it has a short...
Yeah,
I
short
think
control bore.
I think you might have used those
Okay, so
before.
here's some new Exalt stuff. A custom gun case.
much gun?
On the Oracle,
Probably.
possibly thrown in. I don't remember. I remember we had them out. I don't remember if you were using them or not.
What was the question about didn't they use wet denim or something like that for the Sandanas?
Would it boost our quality a little bit?
I believe the old style used 10-ounce fabric and the new style uses 7-ounce.
Yeah, I think the pretty much almost all older gear in terms of outerwear uses a 10 to 12 ounce, basically twill, which is what denim is,
You're gonna love this one.
Yeah,
okay? So I'm
but
gonna show
now
you
they
guys.
use all the much lighter weight stuff.
This
It's
is
cheaper.
the Combat Connection. Now, I think Fields should do this now. Half price for the ladies.
No! And so this is actually Combat Connections out of Southern California, I think, right? This is not to be confused with Combat Connections out of, I think, Illinois,
We gotta
which...
be bringing chicks into the sport. More.
Definitely more.
I mean, like, no joke, but check this out. This is the front page of Frontline, August 1986. This dude's bunkered behind, like, a bunch of old, like, I don't know, it looks like ammo boxes, but check out, instead of ammunition being on a belt, they're all 12 grams. Look at that.
Oh, really?
I
Look
thought
at that.
those were Were
No,
bullets?
dude. They're 12 grams.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, so they're just so whoever's bunkered behind there just grabs a 12 gram and just keeps going and going and going.
Man.
I mean, dude,
I didn't even realize that.
Legit setup, dude.
That's hilarious.
I mean, that is like, I want that setup.
Let me see.
I'm not.
List 5 other uses for the Exalt barrel made.
They are actually not 12
Yes,
grams.
they're
Are you serious?
Yeah, sorry to crush your dreams.
What are they?
Where's the tips
They're,
on them?
they're just bullets that have had the lead removed.
Boo!
Yeah.
Oh, boo. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with 12 grams.
You should.
So
You should have a bandolier with
a
just
whole, like
112
112 grams, and all my teammates can just come grab them off me, just, and we're just like running around, just
Just
unloading.
grabbing them off of you, you know. Man, you guys are loving
yeah.
these front lines.
Yeah,
Dude,
this
I
is
really
so
do. I think I'm
amazing.
gonna pick up a bunch.
Good luck.
I want.
Good luck. You will not find
Wait, why don't-
85 and 86 front lines.
Why don't you scan
You
them
got
in and
duplicates.
why don't you scan
Well,
them
I'm gonna send him to Tom Boyer, and he's gonna scan him eventually.
Fine. Okay.
So-
as long as they're available
Yeah,
to look at.
he'll scan him. I'll give him to him.
in? And for $2, you can have a PDF
So-
sent to you from BacciPaintball.com.
No, I don't sell PDFs. But if you want to see old front lines, go on old paintball magazines. Am I getting this right? Let's see. I'm gonna check and make sure because I type it in right here.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tom Boyer's page. Right here. Right here. There you go. Type in old paintball magazines.
Why didn't I know you?
Is he
I'm sure you've seen it.
Is-
Small magazines, right?
It's your Mac.
Yeah,
okay?
right. It's the
Quit
Mac.
using this.
is
phone.
he is he printing them up and selling them if you want to buy
no,
them?
he scans them by issue. Hold on.
So you can go to Kinko's and have them printed up and made into little mini magazines if you want. 'Cause I would
So-
say flipping through them is pretty awesome.
So now we can see old paintball magazines in the background, and if you guys want to check out old Frontlines, just go here and you'll see scans of many different issues of Frontlines that Tom has scanned.
and APG, which is awesome.
The Facebook group Old Paintball Magazines.
It's a Facebook page,
Facebook page.
Old
and that's
Paintball Magazines.
Thanks to Tom Boyer for
Yeah,
putting all those PDFs up.
yeah, and he just goes through and he'll scan all the highlights from these old issues.
Should we check
And
out some highlights?
Sure. I let Tom borrow a bunch of Frontlines when I saw him at SC Village. Let's see, that was the end of January, and he gave me back some of the other ones he had scanned. And so next year when I see him, I'll give him a bunch of these Frontlines to take and scan. So go and like this page, check it out, and read some Frontlines, read some PGIs, some PSIs, some APGs, some paintball news, some whatever else, whatever
Yeah.
other magazines.
They're pretty awesome,
and
man.
Connor, it's not a pyramid scheme. It is a funnel. It's a
Pretty much a funnel.
funnel scheme.
Yeah.
We're
Don't
funneling.
flip over the funnel because then it kind of looks like a pyramid.
Yeah, we're funneling cash into the Jorge Cervantes Trick Shot Championship.
If you buy
So-
10 pieces of old school gear and then sell your friends 10 pieces of old school gear,
Yeah,
eventually you'll turn into bocce.
you don't want that. Although maybe you'll have a super cool California Magnum shirt. Aim to,
Oh wait, this
what does it say? Aim to
Aim
win.
to win.
Aim to
Aim
win.
to win. And Jim Lively sent me this shirt. So thanks,
Hold
Jim.
on. This is awesome. All right.
United Surplus declares victory on high prices for war game equipment. Get a 10-round tube of 60 cal paintballs for $1.25. Oh,
$1.25 per tube. I'll
Nice.
shoot myself.
Insane.
Definitely insanity. But that's how much it costs back then. Each ball is what, 12 cents?
Well, what we saw, you could buy 3,000 for 5.5 cents.
5.5 cents.
So $165 for a box.
Another thing to remember though is possibly, I don't know if it was, what year is that? That's like 86. So in 86, Nelson probably wasn't using the metallic tubes, but the metallic tubes I think actually held 12 balls. So my math isn't as good as Benji, so I don't know what that works out to. If we had Connor here, he could figure it out. He's a certified, well, maybe he's not certified, but he's definitely an accountant.
If you give me the numbers in bagels, I got it like that.
Yeah, definitely. Or in, yeah, I'm not gonna.
If
say
you buy
anything else.
5, this is for ammo dump. If you buy 5 to 3,000 balls, it's 12 cents a ball. If you buy 6,000 balls, it's 8 cents a ball. If you buy 9,000 or more balls, 7.5 cents a ball.
8 cents a
really
ball
into
times
discounts.
5,000. 8.
5,000.
How many for what?
400? If it,
No, wait, how many balls for 8 cents?
8 cents, 6,000 balls.
6,000 balls.
6,000 balls?
6,000 balls, 8 cents.
$480, guys. How much do you guys pay for a box now?
So
I mean,
that would actually be 3 cases.
So
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
gonna
they're
blow your
2,000.
mind right now. Right now in Canada, like currently, there are fields that sell paint for $200 to $300 a case.
Wow. That's field paint only fields, right?
Yeah, field paint only. But yeah, they screw people. But I gotta admit, it might be good for games because no one is just ripping lanes. So
Yeah. I
It-
mean,
it's
you
kinda
want to play
like
some stock
New York
class.
SoCal stock.
yeah.
Yeah. So wait, calculate
Connor,
this.
It's more like a bagel funnel.
So, Andre, calculate this. If we're shooting, we would be shooting one bag between the two of us for a
Yeah.
stock game,
Yeah.
and it's 320 a case. So 320 divided by 4. So we would be paying
$80 each.
Well, no. If we're shooting one bag between us for the day, we would be paying $40 each.
Yeah, $4 each, yeah.
Still, that seems too much for shooting half a bag.
Half a bag for $40.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe the
this was
experience
the
is
time
worth it.
that paintball grew the most.
That's incredible.
It was hot. All right.
So, should we go back to...
So I'm sorry, just that one comment reminded me of an old APG I was reading from like 98 or 99. I read the editor's notes, and one of the guys was mentioning about how people were complaining on the field about him using a semi, and he had made a really interesting comment where he said, you know, playing with the semi is not about just like ripping down the field and unloading like 20 shots on one person. He's like, I still strategically shoot my marker to try to use the least amount of paintballs as possible. And I thought to myself, like, man, that's like still to this day when you pick up a semi, it's just so nice to just like rip on someone. You just like forget, you know, how many balls per second you're shooting.
Yeah, but you're
So it's like-
talking about ripping. But when you say ripping, you're talking about like not shooting that much paint, but shooting out slightly faster.
Slightly
a little bit
faster,
of paint,
but
slightly
slightly
faster than
yeah.
pump.
Well, yeah, exactly. Slightly faster than pump. But this guy's like, you know, was saying how like people on fields back then were complaining that it's deterring from the younger kids from playing because they feel like they're getting like just annihilated by paintballs.
Yeah.
So I thought when you made that comment, I was like, wow, that's right. Like it really does force, like in the heyday of paintball, people were playing more strategics because the paint was so much more expensive. So they weren't just sitting there just unloading hoppers.
But you know, there still were some people who would just go unload. One of my teammates, Sean Lane, was saying that he used to go with his buddy to this field, and they'd shoot, you know, 100 balls on the whole day. And there was a guy who would come every weekend with a case or two, and he'd just pump the entire case in like 3 or 4 games.
They were playing on sealed fate at the time, most likely.
Yeah. I
Sean,
thought this was a cool picture of.
scroll up a little
GP.
bit, if you can.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Taking a minute to process. Our computing power is really top notch here.
It won't scroll.
Oh, all right. Well,
Who's a bigger gun hoarder, Bocce or Benji? I think that's a question we get almost every time.
Who's a bigger gun hoarder? Bocce. Who's a bigger gun whore? Benji. Simple as that.
Who's a gear whore? Paul, he's not here.
R.I.P.
I'm a gear whore too. Look how young Glenn is.
Well, we can't really see him because he's hidden behind us.
Right, here,
but
you go on this because I'm awful with
Okay.
your Mac. I kept opening dictionary.
Urban Dictionary, I hope.
I don't know. It was.
Want your
It's
Frontline
just.
back?
It
Or you
opened
good
with
this
dick.
one?
I'm gonna.
I like your
pick
shirt.
another one. I like my shirt too.
Yeah.
I love all the sponsors on the back.
Yeah, that's actually the best part about it.
Warped.
It dates that shirt. Pursuit Products, that's Tim Schloss's company that made Tiger Stripe.
Pretty badass.
Gov,
Am I visible?
Air.
Yeah, totally.
Are you? I don't know.
I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
you are.
Sweet.
You are.
Yeah.
Should I go closer? Oh, I'm on the boom.
This is dope, man. Brass
Yeah.
Eagle. Because the Brass Eagle was the best gun ever made. If you don't know why,
Dude.
go to BacciPaintball.com.
Just look at this picture and see how happy they are.
Let's see. Okay, so
Okay, we got some questions.
No one has face masks on, by the way.
I
and
think
they're
Paul has
dope.
8 oil slick PMAs. I know he has 3 or 4 oil slicks. I don't think they're all PMAs. I think it's a DM7.
I want people to see inside here, see what's going on.
They're gonna rob you. You're gonna see all your old Sheridans on Craigslist. I'm gonna buy them.
The Frontlines are going to be stolen.
Dude, the
Connor
Brass Eagle
says-
Talon is beast.
Yeah, I love the
Beast.
Talon, at least until the pump handle just kind of shears right off.
Dude, I did that.
Is
I
that
did
like
that
with
with the-
Inspector Gadget?
Inspector Gadget. Yes.
The claw.
So I did that on a modern spider hammer. The first time using it, I go pump, and I pulled the pump straight through the whole body and broke
No.
both sides. And yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
you went like this, but you made me go like this because you just ripped it out, right? You ripped the
Like,
pump
I
out.
don't even remember. I know. I'm pretty sure it was with a
You
like
pumped it back too hard.
too hard, and it just like broke
jammed
through. Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
Okay.
Because it's
Wow.
made out of plastic, which is what guns should be made out of, I guess.
Yeah. Connor says, "What's better, Talon or Splatmaster Rapide?"
Spotmaster Rapide for sure.
Connor-
That's a gun I'd actually use on the field.
The Splatmaster Rapide is fun.
Dude, if they had a Spotmaster Rapide in CSGO, I'd freaking headshot you all day, Connor.
Have you been playing CS:GO with Connor
You got-
now?
I think I'm gonna play with some weak ass fool like that. I like good players on my team.
You hear that, Connor? Well, I didn't say on your team. I just said with.
Maybe he's been on the other team, but you know I don't pay attention to who loses.
You probably should start paying attention. So what are we looking at now, you guys? I see you're looking at the analytics for
Let's go down.
old paintball magazines. I
Let's
don't know
go
what-
down Tim's page a bit
Here's
more
the
and check out the
Tim's
new MVP.
Okay. So
I don't know how to work your machine. I'm like clicking the center of the trackpad, expecting it to like click,
That's
but no, it
okay.
doesn't. And then I click the left click, and it opens up dictionary
I
for
mean,
some
you
reason.
tried, and that's what really matters.
I
So,
tried.
What's our data rate? Our data rate is still good. All right, so here we go.
This
Here's
is like
the,
10 kids.
The MVP 2. What do you think about the MVP 2?
What do you guys think about the MVP too?
Now let's just maybe they'll ask us what we think about the MVP 2.
Yeah,
So
and then we're gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
What do you
Andre,
think?
what do you think?
I'm not a fan
Okay.
of.
Wait, hold that thought. Wait till I let me do an Instagram story on you right now. So Andre, what do you think about the MVP 2?
I haven't shot it yet, but I'm not a fan of the Hitman pump. So, but I honestly don't know. So I can't. Not a big fan of the finish either. I don't like that matte ano. So.
Dan, why don't you scroll down a bit more so we can get a better look at it? So,
I'll just click on the picture. How about that?
yeah, that's good.
And then
So I
see.
do like the new MVP too. I like the foregrip because I personally like having a foregrip even on my pumps. The Hitman mod I don't use really. I don't know if it's able to be taken off. I hope so. But if it shoots like an MVP, it should shoot all right. I just hope they put the modified internals, because I know originally it like on mine, my MVP, it is so loud and it farts very loud.
Oh,
so I'm
geez.
hoping they tune that out of the new MVP2s. If they did, I will get one.
So the farting noise is, just fill me in on this. That's from the bolt shaking from when the air releases back.
You know, I'm not even really sure.
Really?
Dan, you know what the fart comes from?
Is that from the bolt making a noise after it shoots
I think
and
it's something to do
regasses?
with the valve, most likely.
The valve, okay.
popping. But I'm not like an MVP expert. I mean,
it happens on cockers too. Like the early niche ones had that. It was very loud, very poppy.
Valve pop. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, I can't really say.
I know for the old MVP, you can get a new hammer or something, and it eliminates
The bounce
the
back or
loudness.
that.
So I'm gonna have to
farty
do that on mine.
rubble noise.
Well, there's not much kick. It's not like it kicks hard. It's just very loud.
Got it.
But otherwise, I think you would actually like the MVP. It is so light.
Really?
I mean, that whole gun there, it's got to weigh less than 2 pounds. And one of the things I really like about it, especially since I'm playing an XL pump right now, is it just seems like the easiest gun to auto trigger. Like I can auto trigger probably a good 3 to 4 balls a second faster with that over any of my CCMs or any other pump cockers that I have.
MVP.
With the MVP.
Really?
Yeah, and I noticed that initially because the Portillos who shoot MVPs on the Sharks, I mean, they're auto-triggering that thing like 14 balls a second. So fast. Like, off break...
It doesn't even seem
Dude, off break...
possible.
I swear, dude, off break, they have lanes. Go.
Really?
Maybe it's not 14.
Probably like 8.
It's faster.
Faster than 8?
It's faster than 8.
Wow.
Vintage Paintball released a hammer that was supposed to stop the fart, and apparently we have Jeff and Deadly Sickness saying it's hammer bounce.
Hammer
Back and
bounce
forth.
on the
Yeah, I know Vintage Paintball released a hammer that was supposed to stop the fart, but I also remember seeing reviews saying that it didn't work.
Really?
I know there was another thing you could do to it that eliminated it. I don't know if you needed to do both things, but I'm going to be looking into it.
Sean, SoCal Zoom Cam, he had a trick for eliminating hammer bounce.
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you guys know exactly what you needed to do to it next week, because I'm going to go look into it for mine. Let's see. So what's going on with the PBDA giveaway? So we already got a winner for last week's because there was only one guy to post. But post up your pictures, videos, anything to Instagram or Facebook with the hashtag PBDA. And I'm going to look through it. I'm going to choose the best one and toss you some free stuff.
Before
Free
when?
swag.
When's the
Next Thursday.
Before Thursday
I'm actually going to do it Thursday until noon.
Thursday. How do you guys feel about the new MVP2? Also, let us know. Post your whatever. I mean, I don't know. Do like a little mini review or whatever on Facebook or Instagram. Let us know, man. We love feedback.
So, Jeff, you want to go into exactly what you did to washer mod yours?
Yeah.
Let
go for
everybody
If
know.
you guys are a fan of Jeff, you'll love the new Magnum Fan Club collection that you can watch on BacciPaintball.com. I'm going to be posting a video of that.
You were saying Magnum collection. I thought you were going to sell just muddy pants.
Yes, muddy pants. That's definitely.
I am going to DM the person who wins, yes.
Let's see, how do I actually.
So, 0 PSI won this one. I'm going to send him a DM later on, or he can DM me. I'm going to give you guys a shout out during the show, so if I shout you out, just send me a message, and I'll get your address and send you some swag.
Yeah.
Cool, let's scroll down to the next one. I think there's something beneath the MVP too.
Yes, there is. There's a.
Now, I
Man,
know there's going to be more nice stuff coming out from Bob Long and HK and Dynasty, because HK actually bought the Mark line. So closers Mark 6, Mark 7, the Edge, the Dark, the Victory, all of those can now be played on by HK. So I expect to see some pretty cool guns, especially since a lot of those had extra milling, and I know HK likes, some custom milled guns, so I'd like to see them put out something, at least with the same kind of design and flair to it that like the HK Legend had. I don't know if you've seen it, but it had a skull milled into the body.
Really?
It was pretty sick. I'll show you a picture of it.
I love custom milling. Custom finishes are cool, but I think the custom milling is pretty rad when guys really push the milling to a different level. I mean, you can get a CNC machine or a rapid prototype machine so much cheaper now than you could 10 years ago.
So this is an HK Legend.
That is just completely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not even like there's not that much special milling to it, but just how clean that skull is.
Clean.
It's nice.
Okay, it looks like our speed's back now. We didn't drop off completely, but we slowed down a little bit.
Chris Cole goes take off that shirt.
The avalanche?
Yep. Sorry, Chris. Mark goes, I have one of those shirts. Must have stolen it from Chris.
So this shirt was I actually bought it
From who? Whose shirt is this?
Chad Reich. I believe that's his name.
Chad Reich.
And Chad said he got it from Mark Knopp. He said he believed he got it from Mark Knopp, and I think what he did is he helped him fix a car or something after some event, and
It's like, thanks, here's a shirt.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would love to have one of Fridge's shirts. That's one I want. Fridge, if you're watching, hook a brother up.
Okay, let's see. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we're okay. So I brought up the other change to the MVP, and it's the adjustable sear. So,
Which is nice,
yeah, it's nice.
because I know there were some issues on the first MVP.
Personally, when I read Tim's details on the changes, I don't really see enough of a reason for me to buy an MVP2 over the original MVP. I know.
For me, it's just that foregrip, which I really like.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're right. There's not that much different, especially considering standard MVPs are about $400 to $500 now. It's about $300 to $400 extra for the MVP too. So
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the foregrip really only works with the Hitman because
Yeah,
you can
I mean,
put your
that's
finger
right,
on
'cause
it.
you're going like
So
this.
if you take that Hitman off, then there's no, unless you see it, you rapid prototype your own pump and you had a really cool pump. You know what I'm saying? Like you could trick it out, but I think that foregrip is dope. I really, really like it. I think that's the only way I would like a Hitman because you had somewhere to rest your hand and then you can, because I just don't like when there's no foregrip. I don't like just flapping my hand. It doesn't, to me it feels awkward. I'd rather just
away.
pump. So I think you're right with that
Yeah.
foregrip. It would look. I think that's what would make me love that foregrip.
So I know I shouldn't need to use the foregrip. Like a lot of my teammates were saying, you're supposed to be pumping the whole time, so you never need it. But I do see myself using it from time to time.
Of course.
If I'm just posted on someone and then you're back.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Yeah. It gives you a second option to really post and like really, really wait up. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I kind of dig that.
Dan, I don't think we showed this off. You should show it off. I showed it off on my Facebook, but
Okay, let's.
Changing gears. Dan, look at
I'm
Dan.
afraid to turn on the GoPro.
Bacci.
but I'm gonna have.
No, just show
No,
it on
just show it on yours. Show
on
it
the
on yours.
webcam.
Show it on your
Okay.
webcam.
I mean, you know, I can show it right here.
Oh,
No, this one he's got a closer view.
You get one, I get one. So here we have kind of a neat VL2000, and the neat thing about this VL2000 is it's, let's see, how do I do this? It's actually really flexible. It's not as flexible as I think some of them might have been. I
mean,
think
look at
that
this.
There was like a neoprene,
You can straight up bend it in half.
but well, I'm so bad at this. But yeah, you can see like just how flexible it is. And Benji has one half of the shell, I have the other. So we're gonna try to put this together and see how it actually holds up on
I'm
the field.
assuming if they made these now, it would be illegal in tournaments.
Probably.
Because I mean, this is so bouncy.
Yeah, I mean maybe it was illegal then. Maybe that's why they only made a few.
Yeah, you'd get bounces all day.
So this came from Aaron at Vintage Paintball.
Here,
He sent
try
it.
to stick it together.
He sent it with some shirts, and so
I still don't see this
check
going
it out.
together.
Look, see, if you just match the holes,
VintagePaintball.com,
you just,
at Vintage
Dude,
Paintball
I
on
matched the
Instagram.
holes.
there you go.
Thanks, Aaron.
You're so good. He's so good with holes. This guy, it's unbelievable. Never ceases to.
Show me a hole, dude. I'm gonna get in that. Still, it's like,
There has to be pins to.
you know what? It's just that this groove is too thin. Like on the new ones, it's got a whole like lip that
Yeah.
fits in. I feel like this groove has swollen up a little bit.
Swollen
I
lips.
think once you start hooking the
Holes and
screws-
swollen lips.
I think once you start putting the screws in, then
Yeah.
the swollen
The swollen lips will fit into
will
the
catch,
tiny
will catch
grooves.
properly. Like you'll move around and it'll
So
end up catching them. Let's see. Should we just take a look at what else we have on Tim's page here? I know there's a couple other things that are a little exciting. I know a lot of people.
Yes.
Oh, here we have the rotor. You guys talked a little
Yeah,
bit
let's
about
check out the rotor. I think we should also just jump on YouTube and watch that kid getting shot in the face. And then,
No.
have you seen it yet?
No,
Well,
I
can
did
you
not.
please
See,
We'll
do
do
that
that
up.
for next time.
Oh,
Oh,
I want him to see it so
I did
bad.
not see it.
Come on, Dan. Just go to YouTube and type in Paintball Kid Headshot. It'll be the first one.
Oh.
It's gotta be.
When did that happen?
So we'll look at
Years ago, dude. It's
Paintball
old,
Kid.
but it's epic.
Oh,
I told you about it, right?
I know you told me about it, but I don't even know like if I want to
Alright,
see
here we
something
go.
like that.
show.
You should. You definitely should.
Man.
Should I just edit my old one? Or do I actually need to go play rec ball and surrender some people?
Okay, we have sound.
We have sound.
Do we have sound? Can I get a confirmation? Is there sound, man?
Back on synced.
That kid got decimated. I want to show you this video from one of the big, 2,000 person games.
Yeah.
Where one of my teammates goes for the center flag that everybody tries to go for and gets shot no less than 100 times in
That's
10 seconds.
ridiculous.
The funny thing was, she fell and her mask came off and all the refs jumped on her, but her mom, who's also on the team, runs over and jumps on the whole pile of them, and the rest are trying to push her off, and she's like, "That's my baby, that's my baby."
No way, dude.
Yeah, shout out to the Lopez's.
Shout out Lopez's. I don't know you guys, but that sounds pretty awesome.
That's the Black Sunday crew.
That's amazing.
He says it's a bit
blood
delayed.
for blood.
That Bushmaster just has one of the best strokes.
Yeah, I love this stroke.
It's so
good.
smooth.
I wonder, because it is a little tight, but when it's aired up, it's probably
If anybody wants to buy this Rat 4 Black Thunder,
Also known
Bacci
as
has
the-
a price tag on it of $469.
Also known as the JBS King Cobra.
Where's
So-
the King Cobra?
It,
What are we
it's,
looking
it
at?
was rebranded by Rap 4, but
This?
it was originally the JBS King Cobra, and that is the origin of the Mini or the Axe belt system.
But why would they go with King Cobra when there was already a King Cobra gun? It's kind of silly.
Because it was made in China, and the King Cobra was made by Brass Eagle in 1989 to 91.
When was this out? Early 2000s?
I don't know the exact year
It's
on
got
that.
to be early 2000s.
Probably. What year did what was first, the Axe or the Mini?
Mini.
Okay, what year did the Mini come out?
I can find out. I would guess around 2008.
I would say thanks, Joe.
Okay, good now. So in addition to posting your pictures and videos with the PBDA hashtag, post up questions that you guys want us to answer, gear you want us to review, videos you want us to watch. I'm always down to check out some new stuff.
Okay, so here next up we got Simon's new Predator autococker, the Retro Predator. Is that what it's called? It's called the Retro
I think
Predator?
he just called it the Predator.
Just the Predator. So it is made for the Predator team out of the UK because they're going to be playing the
Woods
the
Ball
UK
series?
Woods Ball Masters. Is that what the series is
Is
called?
that the UWL in the UK?
Yeah, it's similar to the UWL,
Okay.
but it's not the exact UWL.
Well, I know Black Sunday's sending a team to the UK for an event. I'm wondering if it's for that or for UWL.
They're probably going to play the. I can't remember what that cup is, but or what that actual event is. But it's the event that WDP. It's the same event where the original Hyperball tournament took place.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
What do you guys think about the?
I know Benji thinks more about it than I do.
I mean, I think it resembles a lot. I think it resembles the new Inceptions a lot more than it resembles the Predator.
So
Other than the Predator logo, I personally think he shouldn't have touched it. Like, Predator autocockers are what they are because of their rarity and because of who made them. And I don't know. I just don't like re-releases on brands and names that are already out there and already hold a serious spot. But that's just me personally. I'm sure it'll shoot nicely. I'm sure it'll get a bunch of sales. But yeah. Like, what would happen if someone re-released the Evolution?
well, I think there has to be something behind it, and the thing that's behind this is
The actual Predators using it.
yeah.
Which,
the
I mean,
actual-
that's a cool thing. I think it would probably be a bit cooler if it only went to the Predators and maybe they got 20 extra that they could sell to people, and then it would still be rare, it'd still be unique, it's still... I mean, it would just...
Well,
not
I'd say
be as
like
common.
Predator team on it or something like that.
I mean,
that's
that
what it
Predator
says.
logo and the name that's Predator team.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of like marketing it for the team and not just using it's so obscure right now. It's so
Hold
like
that thought for a second. I gotta change
Yeah.
batteries. in here
So the
really quick.
thing is, depending on how much those sell, in a few years it could be like the old Predator. Like
If they only make like 100 or 200.
I'm
or
restarting the
something like
sound really quick.
the Iron Man, they made one for Texas Storm, and these were fully released guns. Anyone could buy them. But hundreds were sold, thousands were sold, I'd have to say. But people upgraded theirs and parted them out and did this and that, and there are very few. Cool, but I don't know. It's forced rarity. Like back in the day, anyone could buy them, but it was expensive, and so less people bought them. So it's rare. It's kind of like Sandana came out with a bunch of different models of things that they were like, we're only making 100 of these, only making 100 of these, but they had like 20 or 30 different versions of. We only made 100 of these. So sure, that one's rare, but there's 30 different rare ones.
Yeah. Forced rarity. I mean, the game. I don't know.
Listen, it's not knocking the gun at all.
No,
The gun
it's
is
not
gonna
knocking the
shoot
gun.
money.
No, I agree. No, I agree. The thing is like as the noob in the group, as the guy that hasn't been playing for nearly as long as these guys, not even remotely close. I see the game differently, and what happens is when you get on the field, you want to have the ability as a new guy to kind of like fit in without having to dump like a G on like all this cool ass gear and cool stuff. And it's like there's really like Benji's saying, you could back then you can buy the gun or buy it and tweak it and change it, and then I could show up with an older model and get kits for it, and I think with something like this with the forced rarity, it's like, yeah, I look at it and I'm like, wow, it's a sweet gun, it's a sweet marker, but it's like I'm not gonna dump double the price into it, because I mean I'm
What
just
can
gonna
I do with it?
yeah, like what can I possibly do with that? But then once I screw around with it, then it's no longer like a legit Predator, So
Do you know what the asking price is on this?
I think I remember seeing 12 or 1300 for.
See, that's
I
just
can't
crazy.
like no. Honestly, as somebody who's worked in a machine shop, I understand mechanics, I understand airflow, I understand for me, I'd go and buy a used gun. I'd go buy an old cocker body and build it and make it my own, and in terms of like the coloring and the finish and the anodes and all that kind of stuff, like whatever,
Yeah.
like.
And the thing is, a standard Inception cocker with very nice parts like that goes what for 500 to 700? Dan, can I get a confirmation on that?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to as many of the Inception prices.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think it's got to be at least a $500 difference. So
I mean, when you're talking completely built, when you're talking like
yeah, but both of them
down-
are going to shoot exactly the same, so that $500 is for the slightly different milling and the laser
Whiskey
engraving.
61 says it does come with a full Stella barrel kit. So I mean,
it helps a little bit. You can get an original Predator, a Bell Sales Predator, for about the same price when they come around.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, for $1,200, you can get Rippers, you can get Twisters, you can get Evos, you can get all of these old school rare guns. So personally, I would still go for one of those.
So a couple things to think about with the new Predator from Simon is, I mean, from my perspective, if it is actually being used by the Predators, then that's reason enough to engrave it, and that's reason enough to issue it as a Predator autococker.
Agreed.
There are significant enough differences that will separate this from the older ones. I mean, just being center feed, if people want to play with an actual Predator gun,
Yeah, that's true.
then they'll probably look towards this one. So I can actually see it possibly affecting the value of the old ones, because someone's going to say, I want to get a gun that the Predators used or are using. I think I'll just go for the new one rather than picking up one of the older ones.
But don't you think most of the old school Predator fans want the gun from the old school Predator days.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, but there's going to be some crossover. You know, you have the people who want the old one, the people who could go either way, and the people who would just not shoot a right feed. So, or a left feed. The Predators were actually known for shooting left feed Predators.
Listen, it's not for me, but there are definitely people that are going to buy it.
Yeah.
But I honestly think that 300 number limit is more because there's only going to be 300 people willing to drop 1,300 on it.
We probably will have to end soon, since I don't know.
Sorry to sound so cynical about that gun.
I don't know what time.
Just trying to be
it's gonna
real.
Getting back. Another couple things to think about with this particular gun is that it does have all of Simon's new things.
Newest
incorporated.
parts, yeah.
Yeah, it has his new ASA, on-off ASA. It has his new pneumatics. I think he's making his own LPR now.
Right.
It's fully decked out. It has the 11/16 valve. I don't know if it has any. I mean, I don't know a lot of the other features, but it has.
It's a decked out gun. I'm just
It is
coming
a
at it
decked out
as a buy it because it's a rare Predator. That's how I'm coming at it.
Yeah, it's not. You know, at this point, it's not rare. I also am wondering about the number of body kits that Simon has been making for all of his releases. You know, some of them are probably also similarly numbered at 300. So this might not be that much more rare than some of his other releases. But it is fully decked out, and it is a cool looking hopper.
You know what? It is a gun that someone who has an old Predator as a wall hanger, someone's going to buy this to go use it on the field.
Exactly. And I mean, I would like to see it in gloss black. I think that would be sick. And another thing that
awesome.
we didn't mention is it does have the same gills on it as the old Predators, and that's what really made them the Predator guns. Is
they're just. I think they're too fine. They need to be more pronounced, in my opinion.
The gills, yeah, they don't.
Because you
got to
go close to really see it.
They don't look as pronounced as they did, but it could also be the matte finish.
Gloss would make it stand out.
Yeah, the older ones were like it was almost like a flat green. It was almost like a more metallic green, which would be like more of a gloss maybe.
Do you know if he's releasing all of these with that color? Or if he's gonna...
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna have other colors. I mean, this is the typical Predator green.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have a gloss black ano as the first ano instead of having to re-ano it. I don't know if you know, but the more you re-ano guns, you're stripping out, you know, the layers of paint and the first layer of metal pretty much. So you're changing the tolerances in the gun, and you know, 2-3 times that gun's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't think very many
unusable.
people would buy this gun, and no one's gonna buy. All right, there's one person that will buy a Predator and have it re-anodized.
Yeah.
And who is that? Someone who's done it before.
I mean, with
Supreme leader.
Yeah,
yeah. In terms of any, if anyone out there doesn't know, having worked in a body shaping in a whorehouse and in working at body shaping, like metal shaping studio for a while, anytime you hit metal with a chemical and or hit it with like an actual hammer or a bead, it actually will lessen the tensile strength of the metal. So in this case, chemical stripping will actually make it a more brittle block of aluminum, which would then, you know, obviously risk it breaking, shattering, or having like a hairline crack, which would obviously affect the performance of the gun. So, you know, I would definitely, I think re-anoing or painting it, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Just call, you know, I'd rather just call this guy up and be like, hey man, can you make me a Predator with this finish? I mean, I'm sure we'd do it for $100 more.
So
you know, another
what's
new
the
cool
point?
thing with the Predators is you're going to have tech support, which you're not going to have on your old stuff.
Unless you call Benji or Dan Bacci for tech support.
Wrong.
Dan.
If you want tech support, you gotta call
Tim.
PaintballTek.com. Call Tim at PaintballTek.com.
I was going to say, call Tim at PaintballTek.com.
BacciPaintball.
Or BacciPaintball.
I wanted to do your song, but then Indiana Jones theme song came to mind.
I don't offer tech support, so I mean, some like Nelson based questions I answer, but most things I just refer to everyone's favorite tech, Tim at PaintballTek.com, and here he is. He's going to be brought up in just a moment here. There we go.
There he is.
Tim at PaintballTek.com.
If you catch him asleep and you hashtag it PBD and A and post a pic, you'll get a free sticker.
Oh, there we go. Yes, if you do, what's their hashtag? They have a hashtag for
Who's?
Tim.
Is it
Everyone.
hashtag PBTech? No, it's oh, what is it?
I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna let someone else fill that in. Let's see.
Or you can search on BacciPaintball.com. Is your search engine working better now, or is it still not working that great?
There's a couple different searches.
You know, maybe you'll find something.
You should try Google, Andre, if you haven't used it before.
Google or Bing.
What is Google?
Google's a hack company, according
It's just Bing. Just like,
according to an old employer I used to know. Says Google's a hack company, and the
oh,
development team
Google
doesn't know
is.
what they're
Did
doing.
you know? If
They
you
don't
use Inception, but he was at it
We're back
a lot
to
earlier.
sound here.
You should bring up one of the completes to that.
Okay, let me see if I can bring up a complete one here. See if he has a picture of one of the complete ones up. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if I can take this window capture up a little bit.
Cool. Wow, that thing is sick.
That thing's pretty dope.
Gotta make it a bit more visible because we're blocking.
Is that like matte silver and
It's like
gold?
white
and gold?
That thing is so hot.
That thing's pretty gangster.
It resembles like an Eaton Ripper.
Yeah, it kind of does.
It's like an Eaton Ripper mixed with an Inception.
It actually looks like the Wraith autocockers. Is that how
The
you say
Wraith?
it? The Wraith auto.
Those were freaking
Yeah.
nice too.
Um,
But what it looks like it's got pretty much Inception parts on it. Empire.
yeah, I think Empire parts. Yeah.
Pop say.
You know what?
What is that? A 2-liter reg?
Yes, it looks like it.
I mean, that is a nice looking cocker. I would shoot that. I'm not the biggest fan of like the 86 frame, but if he's got 45 frames,
I mean that is the Inception frame.
yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of a neat custom autococker that he's putting out. So I just wanted to show that.
Those are gonna be limited also, right?
I believe so.
He's making what, like 40?
I think around 40. Yeah, I think he's going to do a pre-order for 40.
Do you know
So-
if he has a company name we can share?
Killshot Customs, I think, is what he's calling it.
Yeah.
Killshot Customs.
Killshot Customs,
So-
guy Daniel is behind it. Highly recommend checking these out because, I mean, to me this is one of the best looking modern cockers.
It's very pretty.
Okay, and then
It's
the
for
other
that
thing I
white
wanna
gold.
look at is
I mean, it's almost like you don't want to play with it. I mean, it's just so bomb.
I would dirty that up.
Yeah, I'm all about dirtying up new products, so I'm just saying it just
That's
okay,
what I
so,
Killshot Customs 01.
So another thing I just want to look at is Paul's
Customs
nice
with a K.
video.
Yeah, you know, why don't we play that to carry us out?
Yeah.
That's a good one. So,
Where is it? This is the latest one.
unless there's something else you want to check out.
Oh, this is it. This is the last
Okay,
thing
so
I have
to
on the
finish
list.
off, we're gonna show off Paul Yun's
See if I can get my
new video. It's what, NXL video?
UPL.
UPL. So it's Paul is making these videos for HK Army now, and he's doing the UPLs, the XPSLs. I think he's doing the NXLs also. So this one is from UPL.
I'm gonna just skip. Oh, it's only 2 minutes. So
Yeah, it's not long.
probably-
But you know what? Is there sound? Because
I don't know if the sound will be playing. I don't think it will, but we don't.
sound it does a lot for those videos.
It does, but anyone who's curious about it can check it out
Yeah.
in the link.
We'll have it linked. But Paul's slow motion in it is amazing.
Yeah,
So
those twisters are a little brittle.
Great, man. That was a great shot.
Dude, Paul's got some sick slow-mo.
yeah.
Oh, that was nice. Well, I would assume it's going to be techno in the background. So
No, it's actually not techno. But
slow techno.
no, it's
Oh, nice. Oh.
I don't really want to
Ooh.
play the sound, but yeah, you gotta watch it and get the full effect with the sound.
Yeah, guys, if you want to check out the rest of Paul's videos, FPS Paul is his username.
And this one he did for HK Army, so it's on the HK Army page.
Yeah, all of his old stuff will be on his page, new stuff will be on HK's page.
Yeah, and then he usually does a couple videos a week, like slow-mo shots that he'll put up, like same day edit kind of things. So check
Yep.
those out. And we'll link to Paul's channel is linked in the description. So,
I know. I was gonna say that was
Yeah.
pretty awesome, man.
yeah, no, there's just like some really like hardcore light ups here.
Boom! Oh,
Oh, snap. Guy got torched. Oh.
So one thing to remember about this is we're seeing it play behind us, but our audio is going to show up a few seconds delayed with it. So we're watching it with everyone else.
So we
but
just have to react to it before it happens.
No, we need.
Oh,
Is that right?
snap! That's for the next scene. That's for
Yeah,
the
I
next
guess
scene.
I guess that's right. This is just like tearing my mind apart right now.
We're actually in Inception right now.
Yeah, we're
Like,
getting
oh,
Inception.
God.
Yeah.
There needs to be like a fourth camera.
Man. So yeah, thanks to anyone who put up with our horrible shenanigans today. And let's see.
Remember,
anything else?
hashtag PBDA if you want a
Hashtag-
chance at winning some free swag.
Hashtag PBDA, and I hope that our sound's working as we are carried out here. Yeah, I don't know what's going to show up next, but
Probably another HK video. I don't know if it's one of Paul's.
Looks like it.
We want to keep it with Paul. Keep it OG with FPS. Paul.
It's triple OG.
Triple OG. Just keep
alright. So hopefully next Thursday we'll be back on, but we hopefully we will have our second camera working also,
And our fourth person.
and our fourth person, the fourth amigo, rolling in. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys.
Alright, you guys want to bone out?
I'm sure that was still on.
It is still on. I'm sorry.